All right, so we are checking out a new machine that's going to be released here at ConExpo. Man, it's always nice to be able to get in here and check out the new machines the day before they're released. So it looks like this year at ConExpo you are releasing several new things, but one of them is this brand new 560, isn't it?
It is, and we're very excited to show it.
It's
among the other machines that we have.
It's a beautiful machine, but all in all, it's the new style there. It does have the expandable undercarriage so that you can expand it out while you're working and retract it. That way it's a little bit easier to move around in it. Easier to ship. Yep. Not so wide. Everything else pretty much the same as new excavators. I do see that now. Are y'all, I know you can order whatever buckets you want, but it looks like you have this one matched with a 6-yard high capacity bucket. I know it really depends on the type of material you're using, whether you're going to use, you know, if you're going to be in a lot of rock, you're going to go with the more heavy duty bucket, which is around 4.7 yards, or if you're in, you know, my type area where you have a lot of dirt and clay.
It's more of a general purpose bucket versus extreme duty bucket. Chris, with the wear guards and stuff on it. So anytime you add wear guards, you're going to take away the capacity of the bucket because you're putting steel into it to guard the bucket.
Correct. You're protecting the bucket, or you're getting a little bit 1.3 yards more. But at the end of the day, that's gonna add up to a lot more dirt.
It will.
You know, if you're getting 3 or 4, you know, cycles a minute there, scooping and digging.
Absolutely.
That can add up to a whole lot more yardage moved if you're just sitting there baling dirt. So what's new on this machine versus the I guess the 500 and 550?
Yep, so the 550, the difference between it and the 560 is we have the main control valve in it, Chris. Basically is controlled by pulse width modulation valves. So that works like a spool typically would. With this machine, it is a spool valve with an electric solenoid that controls that spool for the movement of the machine. And what that gives us is a little bit more precise movement for the guys that's maybe laying pipe or demolition or that sort of thing.
It allows you, you know, obviously this is a massive machine, so you know, you're sitting there trying to get it pretty close to grade with it. You need all the finesse that you can get. So what you're saying is that upgrade's going to allow that to be a lot more manageable there if you're, you know, getting that final slope cut in.
It is.
Awesome.
It is. So it's just a very robust, very good system.
Perfect.
So,
is there anything else new on the outside?
Not really on the outside. If you go up though, the inside,
we'll do a quick walk around. I see you have, how many cameras on this thing now? You got one on the rail, one there.
Yep, so it's going to be bird's eye view camera system where when you're looking at the screen inside, you basically can see completely 360 degrees around the machine.
Really?
So we also have the radar you can see in the back, so it will you know, let you know if you're too close to something or if somebody's approaching the machine.
Okay.
Yep. So which is a good safety feature for us. So,
especially, you know, a machine this size, you can lose stuff behind you there pretty easily. It's there's a lot of machine there behind you.
It gives you the visibility that you need, and you can
another camera right there.
Another camera that's here.
I do like how you've kind of gone to the side step there. It makes
we positioned this so you have, you know, safety where you can get in and out, and then the inside guardrail, which is nice too. That way you can hang on to that. Yeah, because. And then we also have the punch plates where if you got muddy feet, which we all know.
It happens all the time.
Fall, so which is a good thing.
I do like that because I have, you know, pretty much you have to fuel up every day or every other day, and you're up and down there a whole lot more than you realize, and it's definitely a whole lot easier to climb up the side right there versus trying to get up over the track and then onto the step and up there. So that
it is.
I really like that new design. So let's go up here into the cab and check it out, because I think just from what I can see, there's a lot of new upgrades up there.
Yeah, there is. Some of the upgrades on that, Chris, is you know, the seat, the stuff has changed a little bit there.
Yeah.
The console, you're going to look at the integrated co-pilot. When you get in, we'll open the door there and you'll see that the integrated co-pilot basically follows your seat console, which makes it nice. That way you're not farther from the screen or closer to the screen. It's kind of, you know,
I see that there now. It's if you adjust the seat and move anything, it's all staying the same.
Absolutely.
I like that. And I definitely, you know, I told them as well, and we'll set that out there.
Yep.
That, you know, I like that it's gone to one screen now versus the two.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot more manageable when it's one versus the two, because one ends up kind of hidden under the dig assist stuff.
Absolutely, and it's not blocking that lower screen,
and all that
information is on the larger screen. Okay. So that basically, you know, the other thing with that screen is it's easy to control your radio. It integrated most of the switches in the machine into the screen. So it's just made a really clean looking design for us. So we're very happy with that.
I do notice. I think I will definitely order this as a feature on any new ones for keeping the cab clean. It's just always handy at the end of the day to blow everything out, keep all that clean. I did notice on this you now have I guess 3 modes for travel. Absolutely. You can have like snail mode, slow, and high speed now. So I like that if you're doing a real precise, you know, if you're sitting there walking a big culvert pipe or, you know, structure down there, you can kind of be a lot more finesseful there with it.
So the snail mode that you're talking about there is what we call creep mode, Chris. So that creep, basically, when you put it into that mode, you can go in the screen and set the speeds for your travel. But what it does for you is it separates the 2 hydraulic pumps. One is controlling your drive motors for your tracks, and one is controlling the rest of the machine. So that way, when you stop a movement, you're not shaking.
It's not jerking.
So it makes it very smooth and precise, where you can lay pipe or you can do trench boxes, that kind of thing.
Because I've noticed that before, like walking a big heavy structure or something like that, you know, kind of, that's the hardest part is to kind of slow down and say you have to swing or stick out at the same time without the jerkiness. So that's going to take care of that.
It will.
Awesome.
And then you have the option to go up a little bit faster. It'll go out of creep mode, but it will travel, and it puts all the drive, you know, it puts the 2 hydraulic pumps together.
Okay.
So and
then also that's for the joystick steer there, correct?
Yes, it is. So that's another thing. So you, instead of driving with your feet, some of the guys don't like the hand in front of them.
Yeah, I've seen some people take those off.
So just basically they can take it off, and you just do the steer control. You push the button, activate it, and you use your joystick rollers front, and one is straight forward and back, and one is right and left.
Perfect.
So it makes it really nice.
Lots of vents. I see we got some more cup holders, tool trays.
Yep.
Got a phone charger down here with USB ports and everything.
Yep, it's got everything there in a convenient spot. It also has a little bit of tool storage over on the side.
Yep.
Some guys are pretty picky, and they like taking their shoes off, so they can take their shoes off.
That's the European model right there.
That's the European model. Most of those guys like that, but they have to live in the machine.
Yeah.
So
I'm in and out.
It clean.
I'm in and out 50 times a day, so
absolutely.
I end up with a lot of dirt on the floor mat and a use for that. But it is what it is. I do like that right there. If you're on a hill or something, you can kind of, I mean, sometimes you just want to kick your foot up there.
Absolutely.
And you're not sitting there trying to...
It makes it nice. And you're not pushing on the window, and you feel like you can stay in the seat better.
Absolutely.
More control of the machine.
But all in all, everything up here is about the same. I do like the added shade right here that you can add to it.
Absolutely.
And all that. So, yep, I like it.
Good deal.
Robert said we'll take 2.
All right, that sounds good.
He's going to write the check.
Robert, that's good. Well, I'm glad to have you here, Chris.
No, I appreciate it.
See our machines.
As always, it's been a pleasure, and we're gonna go check out and see what all the new stuff is. The rest of it.
Yes,
all
sir.
Right. Thanks, Danny.
Yep.
Pretty much the same, other than it's got some new improved features other than the 550. I think Danny was saying it's gone to the spool valve on this machine, which will kind of help increase your fine movements as far as doing like really precise stuff. That's going to help you accomplish that a whole lot easier with that setup. That should be pretty cool to be able to try out. What do you think, Robert? How many you want?
Take 3.
You'll take 3 of them? 1 for me and 2 for you?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
For when I damage the first one.
You better not damage it. Oh, we got it locked up. It's got a nice walkway up here. We got cameras here now. Lights. Let's see, where's the AdBlue? Looks like that's right there. So we got our AdBlue toolbox. Up here will be our fuel tank, hydraulic tank. Then all your swing motors, engine, big air cleaner. Oh, it looks like this one does have the removable counterweight set up. Let's go check out the cab on this thing. All right, so here is a little view of everything working in the monitor. So as we were talking about, they've taken, like you'll see in my excavators, they've got the regular monitor for all your controls and then the dig assist. They have now combined it into one, like you saw in that newer haul truck. So now your radio and stuff is over here. You can pick through your music, your phone, all your temperature controls. Let's see, your cameras. It wasn't cameras, what was that? Yeah, your cameras. So now all your stuff is up here now. You obviously, this is the wheeled machine, so the park is right there. Your fuel gauge, oil pressure, you can kind of go through there and pick all that out as well. So you've got all your functions there. Let's go back to the home menu, so you can see your temperature stuff outside, radio, and you can add something else right there and go through your cameras on however you want that to be, if you want the 360 or your backup side camera, whatnot. So definitely a lot of new features here into this.